The first TinCaps homestand is in the books, but the action is just heating up. This is the Core Report.
And for the first time in 2023 in downtown Fort Wayne, it's time for TinCaps baseball.
Just like that. Team's having a lot of fun right now. I think we got a good squad. I'm excited to be going this year.
How's the vibe? That's definitely like, we had some, I went to some pretty good stadiums last year. I came here towards the end of the year last year. This stadium right here is probably pretty much crop when it comes to my own baseball. So looking forward to a really fun season. We have a really good team, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know. I didn't even know that.
That's awesome.
What a night here at Parkview Field. Warmest ever opening day since this ballpark opened in 2009.
Oh, yeah.
Here's TinCaps managed by Jonathan Matthews. Ladies and gentlemen, for the June 2023.
That's in there for a called third strike. And Cody Rascone begins 2023 on a high note. Merrill drives that deep to right field. Idrogo is back, and it is gone! And it's Merrill madness at Parkview Field. Hit and run on as Farmer slides and catches it. Mikael Ramirez gets a hold of that one. Against the wall, Justin Farmer.
Standing up moderate. Center fielder number 11, Jacob Archie.
Swinging a drive, deep right field, forget about it! Go ahead, grand slam! Farmer, great speed at second. To right field, that's down for a hit. Farmer's coming home, Idrogo's throw, offline, Farmer slides in safe, and the TinCaps walk off in a wild one. Jacob Marcy wins it. 12-11 the final.
Welcome to the second episode of the Core Report. We're looking back on the first homestand and looking ahead to what's to come. I'm Chris Darby, joined now by Morgan Olson and John Nolan. We're going to talk about all things TinCaps all season long. But boy, we're pretty pumped up about that first homestand. What'd you guys think, Morgan?
I mean, you couldn't have more beautiful weather. I think we've been here, I've been here 7, 8 seasons, and that was the most gorgeous opening homestand we've ever had. You had your polos and your shorts, so it was great.
Yeah, we had awesome crowd support here. The guys on the field hit home runs, defensive highlights. It was action-packed.
It's, busy bats. We saw that for sure. And the weather, like we said, was amazing. One of the big nights, my favorite night, I think we've talked about before, is Wednesday nights, Paws and Claws presented by Lost Country Kennel. We saw a lot of dogs out here, Morgan.
Almost 70. It was insane. We did our puppy peanut butter battle, which was always fun, and just all those dogs out there. I mean, it's when you do the Who Let the Dogs Out cam and they're just everywhere. What a better way to smile.
There's kind of one chilly day. It was on Sunday, but we did have that excitement still with the Sunday post-game autographs.
Yeah, I did not look at the weather before that one, and I wore shorts somehow. Nick Twaits kind of looked at me and was just like, "What are you doing, man?" But the post-game autographs up on the concourse, it's really cool just to be able to see the guys connect with them, with our fans and stuff. So that's really fun to have back.
Yeah, John, I was going to ask you, what's it like for you to see those players interact with our fans?
Yeah, these guys are awesome in terms of giving back to fans and, getting to interact with the young fans in particular, and you never know which of these players is going to go on to the major leagues, and maybe that autograph's going to have a little bit extra value down the road.
Speaking of players, the clubhouse, part of obviously the organization, a special award ceremony before one of the games.
Yeah, we were able to recognize Hunter Sosenheimer. So he's our visiting clubhouse manager. So he won an award for the Midwest League Visiting Clubhouse Manager of the Year. So that was super cool. It was his first season with us last season. Just to have him out on the field with Mike and Sam, he's been mentored by them, and have him just get recognized for all the hard work he does. That, doing the laundry, getting the food ready, cleaning, everything like that, it is a very intense job down there.
Yeah, when all of our fans leave the ballpark, you don't realize that there's a lot of work to be able to keep these players playing almost every day of the summer. A lot of behind the scenes work, so it's cool to recognize him. A highlight of homestand number 2 this week, the tribute to the Indy 500. Morgan?
Yeah, I know you're a huge fan of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the Indy 500. Huge thing here in Indiana, so we have a great partnership with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. They come up here, bring some different things, photo ops, giveaways, a show car, so super fun to have them here every single season, and we're hoping to just keep building on this relationship.
Yeah, second year in a row kind of for fans to be able to interact with race car and all those kinds of things. We've also been selling one of these shirts as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everyone to purchase one of these that is a fan or going down to the race this year. So you not only see the Indianapolis Motor Speedway logo, but you also see the TinCaps logo down in Indy this year.
Yeah, way to represent Fort Wayne, a good fun way to represent Fort Wayne down at the Indy 500, one of the biggest events around. Let's talk about some other things that are coming up. We obviously have all of our weekly theme nights or specials, I guess, every night of the week.
Yeah, so Family Feast Night on Tuesdays, Paws and Claws Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays on Thursdays, and then post-game autographs on Sundays. Looking forward a little bit, we also have some fireworks shows coming up in May. We have almost 30 this year, so crazy to see how many people come out on those firework nights. We also have our Manzana's Luchadores night coming up for the first of the 4 games that we're having this whole season, and then we also have our mental health awareness game coming up on May 13th as well.
John, we've seen the kind of personal connections with both those theme nights with players here at the ballpark.
Yeah, I think those Hispanic Heritage Nights have become an instant fan favorite. The guys wear special jerseys and hats, and last year, the TinCaps were recognized by Minor League Baseball for having one of the best Hispanic Heritage series in all of the entire country, so looking to grow that here this year.
As great as April has been here at Parkview Field, May shaping up pretty exciting. Before we jump into all things baseball, I want to remind you to make sure you smash that subscribe button. Follow what we do here at TinCaps on YouTube. You'll be able to see all the different things we'll be doing throughout the season, which is pretty fun. So make sure you subscribe to that. Of course, you can find us on almost all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, everywhere, TikTok. Make sure you look up at TinCaps. Looking back on the first homestand at Parkview Field, home plate was a busy place to be, but we're just now kind of getting a good look at how this TinCap team plays together. John, what are we thinking? What have you seen so far?
Yeah, this is a really exciting group. 11 of the guys here to begin the season rated by MLB.com as top 30 Padres prospects. And remember, the core of this group was together last year with Single A Lake Elsinore, won the California League Championship. So they've got a great chemistry. They come in with a lot of confidence. Of course, it's led by shortstop Jackson Merrill, just turned 20 years old. And he checks off every box that you'd want out of a prospect. The Padres' top prospect. We saw on the first homestand his power on display with a home run and a few doubles. Really sound defensively too, and better yet, he's a great teammate, and his primary focus is leading this team to some wins. And
I was going to say, he is always the hype man in the dugout. We're in the tunnel area, and he's just screaming and cheering on the guys like no other.
Yeah, awesome personality. And then pitcher to spotlight, Adam Mazur. He last year was the Big Ten Pitcher of the Year at the University of Iowa. The Padres selected him in the second round. This is his first now pro season, and so he's a guy who can throw a fastball in the mid to high 90s, and scouts really love his slider as well. So this is a well-balanced group. You can see every position on the field is covered. And, again, they've got a lot of high character guys, and so we're excited to see what they're capable of accomplishing this year.
We have a big rivalry, I think is the word you used, looking ahead to this homestand, with the Loons. What can we expect there?
Yeah, so here we have the Padres affiliate, the TinCaps, against the Dodgers affiliate, the Loons, and these two have an intense rivalry at the big league level. Of course, the Padres defeated the Dodgers in the postseason last year, and for those who aren't familiar, their affiliates are matched up in the same league at every level of the minor league system, so already familiarity with these guys squaring off. 6 of the top 30 Dodgers prospects are with this Loons team. In particular, through the first couple series of the season, the Great Lakes pitching staff leads the league in strikeout, so a tough matchup here for the TinCaps lineup, but fun to see this rivalry at the Midwest League level.
What else are we looking out for?
We just spotlighted a lot of the guys who are getting attention as far as the prospect rankings go, but one of the things I love about minor league baseball is that everyone's got a story. And so, for example, Nick Twaits grew up right across the state line at a Fort Recovery High School in Ohio. He came to TinCaps games as a kid, was a member of the team's reading program, and now he's living out a childhood dream here. Miguel Cienfuegos at 26 years old. This is his first season in the Padres organization. A few years ago, he wasn't playing baseball. He was working 12-hour shifts at a greenhouse in rural Ontario, but thanks to his perseverance and positivity, he's made it here to this stage. And so plenty more stories like that, and a lot of guys who are easy to pull for.
I think it's really cool too. We started the new Tunnel Talk, and so you're not only getting to see the guys on the field, but we get to learn different things about them that you might not know. For example, Bender, one of our catchers, his biggest pet peeve is when people sneeze, just because his mom used to hold her sneeze in, and it's like, okay, how did that happen? So it's cool to be able to get to know them not only on the field, but also outside.
And there are so many stories, which is so cool about minor league baseball. You can follow these stories as they make their way up, hopefully to the show for so many of them. So it's kind of cool to hear those stories while they're here with us. Well, that's a look at homestand number 1 and number 2 here at Parkview Field. For any more information you might want on some of those games that we were talking about here, or the team or anything like that, make sure you go to tincaps.com. Tickets available at tincapstickets.com as well. Make sure you follow us on social media. Like I said, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Just look for @TinCaps and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Some of those fun videos, like those tunnel talks, things like that, will be on all of those outlets, so make sure you follow all those things there. Until next time, this is the Core Report.